And thank you, 844. So this weekend, TEDxABQ is bringing together New Mexico's most inspiring and fascinating people to share their ideas on one stage. And this morning, we're meeting one of those people. Joining us with more on what she's doing for our community and what she's going to be bringing to the stage at the event this weekend, Gail Rubin. Good to have you, Gail.
Great to be with you, Adam.
Thanks so much. This is fascinating. Tell me what you speak about, what your background is, and what you're going to bring to the table at TEDx.
I am a death educator, a
Okay.
certified thanatologist, and I use humor and funny films to help get people to talk about serious subjects.
It is a serious topic, and I know that's one that a lot of people like to avoid, but it's something you have to think about.
All humans have a 100% mortality rate, yet only 30% of us do any wills or trusts, advanced medical directives, or pre-need funeral planning. So that leaves 70% of the population pretty unprepared and devastated. Not if, but when there's a death in the family.
How do you tie humor into all this? Now, do you have a book here?
Yes, my book is A Good Goodbye, Funeral Planning for Those Who Don't Plan to Die, and it has a Pearls Before Swine cartoon on the cover, so you know it has humor.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Now, what do you try to educate people on specifically? How do you guide people through this process? Is it about talking with family or?
Well, there's so much to know, and the fact that we're so terrified of the topic of death, people avoid learning what they need to know. So part of it's being an informed consumer of a product that people don't want to buy, but we're going to have to. So yes, I use humor, I use life stories to help illustrate why it's important, because you can reduce stress, you can minimize family conflict, you can save money, and you can create a meaningful, memorable good goodbye.
Now, TEDxABQ, I know, is about kind of bringing together ideas and concepts, and this is one maybe you wouldn't think about. It would be maybe on the back burner for a lot of folks, but it's about thinking ahead, right? That's the idea? We're training your mind to do that?
Planning ahead and talking about it with your family. And I'm living proof. Talking about sex won't make you pregnant. Talking about funerals won't make you dead.
That's good to know. The Good Goodbye Foundation, is this something that you're forming right now?
This is a vision that I have that I'll be talking about in the talk to help encourage people to do pre-need planning, funeral planning, as well as preparing their advanced medical directives, but also the idea of giving indigent cremated remains, of which there are hundreds of thousands of people squirreled away in back rooms of funeral homes and state and local governments, to give them a final resting place with a marker that says, these people lived, these people died, these people matter.
Fascinating. How did you get it? How did you decide that this was something you were passionate about?
I got married for the second time in 2000, excuse me, and had a very creative Western wedding, and wanted to write a book about creative life cycle events. So it changed the whole course of my career, because it was going to be matchings, hatchings, and dispatchings.
Well, the book, I should say, is Good Goodbye. You'll be speaking at TEDxABQ. We're going to have more information on KRQE.com, and the event is September 12th. That's right, this coming Saturday. There's the information on it, TEDxABQ.com, and Gail Rubin will be one of the speakers there. Thanks so much for joining us today, and let us know how it goes at the talk. We sound, obviously a lot of information that people can be using very well for their lives. Thanks, Gail. Appreciate it. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.